Welcome, welcome, welcome. I didn't think it was going to start that quick. I'll be back in a sec. Just going to throw some Mars laundry in. I hate when I have laundry in the dryer and no basket back there. Fucking A. I almost came on last night. Sheldon, you peed on my floor, buddy. I know. What are you doing? Are you humping the floor? Like, what the fuck? Okay. All right. Hi, I was going to come back on last night, but between the fire, the whiskey, and my babies, all my babies, I was going to come back on, but my mom wasn't doing too fantastic, and I ended up sleeping with her, and I'm on now to distract myself because she just went to the hospital. So my ringer is on. I just have to find my phone. So I might have to answer phone calls and reply to all the family in Minnesota with group chats. So, good morning. Whew. So, what I also, and I can't believe I didn't put this reading away. I always do. So I am surprised. I am surprised. But it's just meant to be brought back up. So, kind of want my mood ring. What? Mood ring? my you know what I'm trying to say, right? My moonstone. I want my moonstone. Ooh, this is feeling weird. This doesn't usually feel weird. And I feel like it made a mark. Yeah, that's feeling weird. And that's way too big. It could just be because I'm just waking up. But I definitely want this beauty on. That's for sure. Thanks, sweetie. I appreciate it. It's been long, almost 3 years, right? October 2022, we got the news. So I feel pretty fortunate to even have the 3 years that we've been given. Oh, guess I'm gonna burn a new one. I have so many everywhere. I don't know what's up with that. I just want to cleanse my jewelry because it's been a while, and my dresser is near my makeshift closet. And then I don't want to move that. I'll just take a picture for you. It's not a makeshift closet. It's actually the closet. But I tore down the inside of the closet because I didn't need all of that. So my dresser and my jewelry is all in there. And I went with black curtains. Don't ask me why. Everybody likes them, but I feel like it makes the room too dark. So I might get another pair. I did just order a crystal box for us for October. I should probably cleanse my house upstairs. Cleanse the energies. So again, stay on top of your jewelry and cleansing, guys, because we forget to do that. And that's also important. So let's get this on. I miss my little dragon ring that I had to give to Lonnie. You know what I could use is my dragonfly. Decisions. Feels a little better. I need a bigger jewelry thing. Okay. That stopped burning. I'm trying to figure out maybe a dragonfly just with dragon or something Celtic. This doesn't fit on. I'm hearing joy and laughter. Anybody know that song? Oh, through all the years, joy and laughter. Let me get my pendulum. What to wear, what to wear. Yes, that's still peanut butter shit. I don't have the heart to take away his shit yet. Struggling with that. Which one? That side. This is my birds, which is kind of just too bulky next to that. Yeah, no, this one has to go on that one.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey. Grandpa took Grandma to the hospital.
Good.
I'll keep you updated.
That's strong.
What's strong?
Maybe the candle?
No, I didn't use sage, but I used like holy wood.
Huh?
I used like holy wood. It's like a different type of
No, I don't like it.
burning thing.
Okay.
Love you.
I smelled it. That's why it came out.
No, yeah, I know. Sorry.
Okay.
Love ya. He wants me to wear the birds. But it doesn't really fit, guys. Maybe I can put the birds on this finger. No. Fuck. I feel like I need something right beside it. Either finger. Okay. All right, we'll leave it at that. Oh, that's a good one. There we go. All right. All right. Okay. Oh, I was going to show you what I just ordered for the crystal. Well, I don't know if I can because I sent it to me. I ordered, what? Okay, so I ordered, oh fuck. It's the Halloween one. Halloween countdown right here. It's already at day 24. A little witch. So I usually do like the advent calendar for I want to be surprised. I know it's kind of telling us, but the all genuine spirit agreed. I've never done stuff like this. I am extremely careful when I purchase crystals. But a lot of people, I guess, love this site. Extremely popular. No bad reviews. So I got them like an October countdown with crystals. And again, I got 4, 3 for the girls. And 1 for us, which I thought would be neat. Okay. So, how many minutes? 16 minutes in, 16:30. Okay. That did just stick to me. And they want the simple breakdown. So that's partnership, and it is on the lovers. So here's the thing I was vibing when I wanted to come on. I am being told it is definitely another energy in regards to this reading. But for some of you, this could be you turning your back, hoping that whomever comes at you, whether it's somebody new or not, this could be you again turning your back towards just, flirting and just hi bye, nothing consistent. The Knight of Cups does do a little better, but can be have very fantical thoughts. Is fantical a word? It is now added to my dictionary, guys. I actually want to do a video with you guys for my very first video. I keep saying that, but that's not what I was going to say. Just all the words, if anybody remembers all the words over the years, we can keep adding to it. So what I'm thinking here, you might be blocking some type of investment because of past pain, past hurt. You might want to be alone right now. All the situations you've kind of been in feel like they've been manipulated one way or another through your own doing, somebody else's doing. Again, this energy coming in, I think, is very cocky with the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Because I was looking at depictions as well. I can't remember if that's the yellow candle I lit for Danny. I don't think it is, but could be lit for loved ones. So if this is your energy, which I know Spirit said in the beginning that it's not, but for those who are struggling to move forward and, doubting yourself, I'm always choosing wrong, it's not working out. Regardless, it's a negative self-talk, so this isn't good, right? I feel like I want a cigarette, and I haven't smoked in years, but I do smoke when I'm drinking socially. I have like 1 cigarette, if that, and I didn't even go back to Marlboros. I went back to American Spirits. something a little more natural. So you might crack here. You could be determined here with the Five of Wands in the sense of you know exactly what you want now. So to me, the whole point of this reading in regards to this section where there's a challenge or a block, it clearly has to do with the men and masculine energy as well. But here in Fantical, is that what I just said? Fantical? About him? Oh, I'm getting a massive headache. Fantical? Hey Siri, what's the definition of Fantical?
Fantail means a fan-shaped tail or end.
What's the meaning of Fantical? Doesn't appear to recognize the word. Okay, so clearly I made that word up. We can add that to the list of sideways, backwards, upward, sideward. So if this is you, you know, just this, it could be a challenge of whatever comes next with this energy. I do feel like blockage is on their end, but if some reason this becomes your blockage because this energy comes in, make sure that you're not in this energy of, oh, they're just going to betray me or stab me in the back. Like, it's not really worth investing. Like, going into something like this wouldn't be good for you anyway. If this is how you're looking at it, right? Like, with this full moon in Aquarius, and I know it's happy full moon, I know it's extra activation too, and it's heavy along with 8-8, which makes things a little more difficult and a lot more chaotic. Again, I don't see the star, but again, I haven't really been going with the definition of the cards. Oh, you did have the star over here. Again, that's if this is you, right? So if this is you struggling, because you're like, yeah, right, all you did last time was manipulate and play games, and, you know, you thought by being quiet or ignoring something would go in your favor and this person's favor, and it didn't. But I do feel at some point you shared the same pain when this individual did it to you, right? So kind of only fair that it gets returned. But again, if this is my spirituals and there's just a big challenge here on where to invest your energy, you do have to switch this energy. Try not to stay in it for too long. I do want to how do I want to clarify that one? Let's see if this deck has anything to say in regards to this energy that is current. What can you tell us about this current energy, please? That's way too many. What can you tell us about this current energy, please? You have rain, cleansing, looking at the bright side, silver lining, tears that heal, healing, going within, soul searching, growth potential washes away what was. So this is positive. So yesterday, even with this energy, it was still somewhat positive because somebody has been reflecting. I just don't like the whole acting like a victim thing, or I couldn't talk to you because, I was depressed, or I couldn't get out of this energy. Like, that's not, we've already talked about that. Like, that involves lessons. So I don't know, the world's not here. I don't know how long. I feel like this would be the third chance you would give somebody. Could possibly be the second, and the third is, someone else that's reliable. Tell me about this King of Pentacles, because I was getting him as like cocky, but the King of Pentacles itself is usually very mature and responsible. Ferris wheel, what goes up must come down. Bad will pass. Goodwill will come. Repeating cycles, getting a higher view. Yeah, see, so I'm really hoping that this person, again, like, it's like repeating cycles, coming in, doing this, and then it still ends up being all about work, or all about money, or all about family. There's no priority here with somebody else when it comes to you. Now, do they want to come in and, add some type of priority? I think so. But she is in a bay, so that's good. O2 is good. BP, very low. Drawing blood now. What does this person want you to know? Yeah, see, codependency, clingy, needy, rescuer, fixer, runner, chaser, addictions. So again, like I said, for a majority of you, this is not a good situation. Others of you deemed worthy. Okay, so other of you deemed worthy of this, you're probably going to be put in a situation to forgive. Or if this is just a past energy and they're not in your life, you have to dismiss this energy, and it will be a little bit of a challenge. You can't look at somebody coming in just to play you or manipulate, because I kind of feel like this Five of Swords, this is somebody who wants to conquer you. And if it's you, it's kind of like your perseverance, like everybody else, failed, but you're still standing, and you don't give a shit about the ones that did you wrong. Like, you're still standing. So again, for some of you, it's not just 50-50, it's, tell me about this energy of the Five of Swords. Cup. Drink, conversation with friends, holding a cup of love, celebrating knowledge, drinking problems, fill up your own cup half full. Yeah, see, there's too many. We have one card that talks about good energy and trying. And it's okay to cry. I cried last night at the fire. And I was like, I don't want to cry. It's 8/8 and blah, 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 blah. But I missed home again. Like, I just don't feel like I'm in this world anymore, but I have to be in this world. And I literally went through that whole, I miss home, and literally hearing them being like, we're here, we miss you too. Thank you for your sacrifice. And it's hard, so I'll manage to situate that the best I can. And my brother had a tough time too. So don't think you just have to be like super positive here in this situation because it's 8-8, you know, because I'm getting tears will heal, you know. It is healing, washing away what was, you know, growth potential. So again, it can be positive where you're meeting up with a friend and, you know, conversating, but then on another hand, you know, there's negativity to this one, repeating cycles, you know, runner chaser. So again, they're not giving us definitive answers. Tell me about the Lovers, please. Blue, depression, sadness. Water, intuition, open spaces, inspiration. Kangaroos, family, unity, strength. Roll with the punches. Ambition, protected. Put ease to the moment. Home, away from home. Aggressive, protection. So you could be being protected right now. And again, this could be depression on your end too, or sadness, because you can't forget that a full moon is very cleansing. And for some people, it's aggravating, frustrating, you know, not knowing how to handle emotions or what to say, and not going after conversations and this and that because of certain energy. But for me, there is a soul connection here coming in, and it could just be between you and spirit, a deal you made. You know, this could be energy where, you know, if you know this energy is going to put you in this energy or make you feel this energy, you know, it might be good to talk it out. What goes up must come down. And others of you, it's just stop, because this could be repeating. Like I said, this is not the first time this energy has pulled something with you. This could be somebody from 10 years ago, 2 years ago, within the last year, and you gave somebody, you know, a couple chances, or, you know, you're like, like once in a while with like a bad date, I'd be like, maybe I should give it a second chance. But like others, I just know instantly it's just not a match. But I do pick good. So I've never really had anyone awful. So in some circumstances, I would just, you know, friends with benefits, better off, you know, than I know that this is not my future. But it is nice to have fun. You know, I don't mind sharing my experiences with you. It doesn't make me any less of a person. I'm very open when it comes to my stories and situations. Like the new group of friends, like we're all in a chat, and it's just like we've known each other forever, and it was that past life thing, and everybody did know everybody. One of the kids I actually grew up in Lawrence with, same street, same school, same teacher, same age. So it's wild. So I feel like soul families have already come in, or they're coming in. You do have groups of friends that will be beneficial for you and ward off, you know, negative energy. But again, you do have that jealousy, because there is an idea of something that's about to soar with the Falcon energy. And this still reminds me of like two people in a past life. You know, it's just some type of, you know, judgment, but it's karmic. I'm not really seeing that much positivity here unless it's my spirituals and you're going to find your way out of it. But Spirit was pretty clear that it was somebody else's energy. So again, I do think you know this energy. If this is someone new coming in, avoid instantly shutting it down. Give something a shot. If you do end up with somebody, there is going to be other people arguing. There is going to be jealousy. You're being seen as an empress. So, some of you, I know forgiveness will be a good thing, but maybe just a handful of you. This is why reads like this become more complicated. And others, like I said, this could be somebody else's karma with one of your exes. You know, and you're not even part of their fucking life. And, you know, it's just somebody who is just extremely jealous of you. And it's too bad, so sad, because maturity trumps immaturity. Age trumps, you know, being younger. We have more wisdom. We stick to our values. We have morals. We take care of ourselves. We don't seek drama. We don't seek revenge. We seek peace in this world and in Gaia, and you know, clearing our own brain to get to where you want to be, and that takes a lot of work. So I'm proud of everybody here. So again, let me get my romance angels and check out the current energy. No, you're not down there. And it's funny that I just saw my October deck there, and I just got the Advent crystal calendars for October, and I mentioned October earlier 3 years ago, finding out, you know, my mom had, you know, a deadly cancer, and also the whole Venus in Cancer transit last October that started end of September, early October. We're still dealing with that. So whatever's gone on within that 8-month transit, 9-month transit, there's definitely a turnaround on your behalf, my spirituals. So what do my spirituals need to know about this particular energy wanting to come in? Religious factors. You know, it's ironic. I did bring religion up. You know, but your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I do think in a way that's beautiful. You might have already had this conversation with somebody. You know, I can be spiritual and marry Muslim, marry Hindu, marry whatever, as long as we love each other at the end of the night, support each other, and we're not influencing each other's faith. It shouldn't be an issue. Okay. The fact that this is coming in is telling me this person probably has an issue. If it is on your end, maybe you decided you'd rather be with an atheist or somebody more open-minded, or, somebody who's not at, church every Sunday. And, you could always learn about each other's religion, but it's like the whole politics thing that came in to the reading the other day too. It's one of those things where it's a touchy subject. So if you can't agree on religion and belief and respect each other's, faith, is not going to work. And right now it looks like, again, if this is you can't be bothered with this energy because it's too risky and you're taking your life seriously now in the midst of having fun, so I think that's a beautiful thing. And again, if it's this masculine energy, they struggle with it, or the family struggles with it, and this is somebody getting other people's opinions, which at the end of the day is wrong. If it has to do with your love life, if it has to do with you moving forward, it has to do with your wants, your dreams, your future, you don't ask other people's fucking opinions, guys. It's fucking stupid. I'm sorry. If you need to talk to a friend and vent, and this is what I'm thinking, and is this a dumb idea, and this, obviously not a dumb idea. If this is what you feel, it's like the other day when I was talking about one of my friends, and it's like, just go ahead and do it if it's going to linger, because if this energy is going to linger, then you might as well just address it and face it. It's one thing, I don't want to sound like an asshole, it's one thing to get other people's opinions, but when you have more negative opinions to the beauty you see in something, and somebody's not explaining the beauty in a situation, you're definitely asking the wrong person. And I hate to say it, so some of you would definitely listen to the wrong people, especially sisters, family, and I have friends all the time, same way, like, should I do this, should I do that? And at the end of the day, I still tell them, like, this is your decision. Stop asking other people. You feel better asking other people because they're going to tell you, don't do it, you deserve better, yada, yada. And then you go to the next person, and then the next person, because, you're going to get all different answers, and you're trying to find that one person that will tell you, fucking go ahead and do it. I'm that person to a point. But if I know my friend's going to linger in certain energies because of Mercury and reminiscing and just all others, not Mercury, just retrograde planets in general, and when it has to do with your love life, you make those decisions, period. Nobody else gets involved here. I know people want to bring their family into it or their kids into it, or that, but like at the end of the day, if you're not happy, your kids are not happy. And if you want to fool yourself and say that everything's going great and your finances are great and everything else is great and it's kosher here and there, but deep down you're not addressing a factor when it comes to somebody, you're only cheating yourself. And you're cheating your children. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear it, but it's 100% fucking facts. You come before your children. When it comes to happiness, when it comes to other things, yes, your children trump certain things, right? And I know a lot of people won't agree with me, but if you're not happy, 100% facts, your children will not be happy. Your children will be stuck in a situation of karma and not healing. And, it is as simple as apologizing to children sometimes, whatever the case may be. But, if you really don't mean it and you're still mad about certain situations or genders, since trans kept coming in, this seems to be more of a religious factor, a spiritual factor. That's bothering them, then they're not ready to come your way. On the other hand, if this is somebody new, this is going to be a really good thing, because this is somebody who admires and is okay in regards to your own beliefs, and that's beautiful, right? So I hate that this is so topsy-turvy here, but it just is. So, any advice? Well, anything else from this energy? I did advice first. Express your love. Go ahead. Yeah, see, I don't know. Is there like an age factor here or a gender factor? There's gotta be, because to me it's not just spirituality here. I am getting same age factor. It's not just you being spiritual. And others of you, if this is meant to forgive somebody, then this looks really good, you know. And then others of you, again, got to pay attention for those red flags. So, you know, and if people dismiss you to take care of other problems and you're important to them, you know, that makes us sad. And that sucks, but not everybody is going to be on the same wavelength. Stop here, gonna do full workup, ordered CAT scan, IV, the fluids, etc. In this case, it looks positive. But if you know somebody, you know, I don't know. I've known people betrayed me plenty of times. I am where I am through growth and through experiences and my friends' experiences and family experiences. That's really how you read cards, you know. Not just, oh, you're going to have a great day and this is coming in. And that, like, no, we all have karma to address. Everything is karmic. Everybody coming in and out and towards you is karmic. So let me get one more card for this energy right here. You know, somebody who really likes you but puts work first, business first, money first, family first. Somebody that doesn't know how to combine things, chemistry. There's a strong magnetic connection between you guys. And there's that red flags that I felt wanted to come out. I almost didn't take it. But let's get one for red flags, please. It's almost like you've had this conversation. You've been there. You've done that. But where does it get you? All right. Calling in your soulmate. Healing family issues. Your love life is being benefits as you forgive parents. You know, this is like staying together because your parents divorced and you didn't want to be that couple. Like when you make deals and promises to each other like that, you're already failing. You already failed. You already failed. And I'm sorry if you don't see it that way, but you already failed because majority of the time, that is your karma. You know, so trying to stick together forever because you don't want to be like your parents because there is, you know, some influence here. So, like I said, at the end of the day, don't ask other people's opinion when it comes to your own love life, please. Honestly. It's not necessary. And, you know, if somebody doesn't want to have a conversation and get deep and talk about this stuff, not your fucking person, guys. Why wait out and hope somebody's going to change? How many times have we done that? How many times have we told ourselves, like, this person is a big, giant teddy bear and has an amazing heart? That don't change jack shit. And I hate to say that to you guys. But I really don't care when I'm talking about these negative energies because I'm so sick of all the fucking idiots walking around out there and stopping their fucking lives. And yeah, I do consider these people fucking idiots. I do. Because they're not going after what they want. And if you're not going after what you want, you're in the same fucking boat as them in the sense of some type of love situation, a friends with benefits, an ex-wife, ex-husband, attachments, you know. It's okay to mourn relationships. And people ask me how I got to the divorce, and I said I mourned him without even knowing that that was the right thing to do. Because regardless of where that person is and you're at, you at one point had a lot of fucking love for each other. So to just toss that away and act like it doesn't matter, you're a shitty person. You're a really, really shitty fucking rotten person. So again, I don't care calling people out like that. And this is still kind of warning you that this person is still not ready, or they say they're ready or want to be, like, you know, but it's just, it doesn't look like it's going to follow through. If this is a best friend, then you'll be fine. If this is actually an intimate relationship, it doesn't look like this person's going to follow through at the end of the day. And I'm sorry to tell you that. This person is not ready to be vulnerable. So I do think you have two different people. The new person coming in could be somebody you already know and hasn't betrayed you, or, you know, has betrayed you, but is worth giving a second chance to, because there is something here where the cosmics do want certain energies together. So if you have a conversation with this person, I'm assuming you will, or not right now, and it's just what this person, you know, is thinking, because they do kind of want to tell you the truth, and they do think that you're going to turn their back on them. But if that's the case, then they have to deal with rejection and their fears. You know, you can't hold their hand through that and be like, I know you feel this way, and I know you, like, it doesn't fucking matter. I've been in that situation a few times, and it's gotten me, it put me in nowhere's land. It's just not worth your time and energy. Okay, so I do know there is somebody worth forgiving, or there is definitely somebody just scared of what you can do, and that can be worked through, right? So it's funny because I was just looking at that black flame on the candle because it got really big, that part of the wick that just fell. The wick doesn't usually fall off like that. So I don't know what type of message that is. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen that happen. And I did clip the top of the candle like I always do. So let's just get one piece of advice for this Empress, who is amazing, and I'm very proud of you guys, and continue to, you know, cry those tears out. It's healing if that's the case. Continue to go after what you know is yours, meant for you. So what would you like us to know in regards to this Empress? You have flirt came out first, and wedding. You know how I feel about wedding. But in some circumstances, it is a past life, and Herbert, Marcus, William, it is a past life, and stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So continue to have that spiritual faith, continue to carry it, because this right here could possibly be somebody you're going to spend the rest of your life with, whether you're 20, 40, or 60. You know, it could just be a best friend and it's a new roommate and, you know, you guys live your lives out together. Others of you, it could be a lover, it could be a new husband, a new wife. So enjoy what this is when it does come in. And I do hope it is somebody new for you guys. And or somebody who's definitely changed their ways. Somebody willing to talk and be vulnerable and open up and explain, you know, all their lies and cheating ways and deception and shit, you know. If you can get somebody to own that shit, congratulations. They're becoming a man. And you deserve a man. A grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman that knows what they want in life. Because this chick is stable as fuck. Regardless if energy's off, regardless of, get what I'm saying? Still stable as fuck. So I do hope that this helps with this continuation, and I'll keep you guys updated, and maybe I'll be on later to keep myself busy. Right now I'm just gonna go clean like crazy. Love you guys. Bye.